tab section elements are a relatively new development on our theme, and they're a really exciting way to display information in a dynamic way. So these elements allow you to display basically a full width section that has tabbed content. And the content can be set in your advanced layout editor, and there are multiple display options for the tabs. We can do text only, we can do images, we've got preset icons, and all the tabs can be either above or below the tab section. And let's show you how that looks. So this is a tab section with images. So you can see here is the content, and each of these sections has its own set of content. Really cool. With a sliding transition, which those options available for that as well. So this is a tab section with icons. So now we're using icons up here. So WooCommerce, a slider, and different examples here. Okay, so you can see how that looks. A tab section with tabs below the section. So now we've got our tabs underneath. Okay, and this is a tab section with different background colors. Pretty cool. So let's go into the back end and I'll show you how that works. Tab section is right underneath layout elements, and it's right here, tab section. So it's comparable because it's a full width element to grid rows and color sections. It does not work well at all. Does not work at all with sidebars. And so here is our tab section with, let's do the tab section with icons. And so right here is the tab section as a whole, and each of the individual tabs are edited right here. So there's a lot to go over. Let's go to the global settings for your tab section. These are the transitions. So if you want none or if you want it to slide, what kind of padding do you want? So the padding is the spacing here, the tabs above or below, the content height. Do you want it to be the same height for all the tabs, or do you want the height to change as different tabs have more or less content? And the tab padding is at the top of the tab title. How much padding do you want to have there? The initial open is which tab do we want to have open when the user gets to the page. So this one is set for number 3, and so that is handled right here. You could set which one for initial opening that you want. And colors. So the tab title background color and the inactive tab font color. So you can manage those, and we save those. And so for each individual tab, we've got another set of options. So this is our first tab, the Gravity Forms tab, which is right here. Okay, so we are managing that one. And the title is Gravity Forms. The vertical line, we want it in the middle, although you can experiment with that. And the tab symbol, we can use an image, or we can use these icons that we have to choose from. So we could select whichever one we want. And colors. So the active tab font color, so when somebody has clicked on it, you can see it turns to black, and it's black there. And the background color is clear, so the background color doesn't change, although you can experiment with that as well. The custom background image for the tab would be the background of the content itself, and you could just leave that empty if you want to keep it clean. But that is, the background color, I was mistaken. The background color is what color you would like to have behind the content itself. So I changed that to gray. So if we refresh, you'll see Gravity Form. See, remember I changed the icon, and the background color is right here in the background. And so you could see, and that's basically what they've done down here at the bottom. They've set 3 different background color. So this one is blue, and if you click and edit, the background color is this blue. and that's how they did that. So within each tab, you treat that almost like its own section or its own page. So these are column elements. This is a title element. This is some text, but you could put images, you could put buttons, things like that. You can see here, there's a background image here. It looks like, oh, they just left that one empty, but here's a title and some text and a button and some different options there for you to manage that content. So we are adding tabs for each here, and then each of those tabs needs to be populated with the content that you want to have. You got a button, text, title, an image for people to look at, and really helpful. And it works very well in a mobile environment as well. These tab icons become very fat finger friendly, and so it works very well in a mobile responsive way too. So these are tab sections. Go ahead and use those on your website, and hope you can create some great stuff.